Okay, let's try to solve this equation here. So we have to simplify on the left-hand side, and the right-hand side, these are not like terms, so we can't do anything yet on the right-hand side. So here we have to simplify on the right-hand side. So what should we do first? Well, you see that we have a multiplication here. We have 10 times a minus 6. 10 times a minus 6. So this is the distributive property. We have to multiply this negative 10, the negative 10 times 8, and negative 10 times negative 6. That should be our first step. So let's write it. So 14a minus 9 minus 10 times 8, it's minus 10a, minus 10 times minus 6, or negative 10 times negative 6, that's positive 60, and negative times a negative is a positive. And on this side, we don't do anything yet, so a plus 72. That's our first step. Let's just write that out a little neater. Okay, so we wrote it out a little neater. Now we should simplify the like terms. We should add the like terms together. So here we have an a term, 14a, and we have a 10a. So we should add those together. And we also have a constant here, a 9, and plus 60. We have a negative 9 and a positive 60. So we can just rewrite those so they're next to each other. And we have to simplify that. So let's write it out so that they're next to each other. So all I did in this step is to place the like terms next to each other like this. That's 14a minus 10a and the minus 9 plus 60 next to each other. Now notice that the negative 10, the negative in front of the 10a, it stays in front of the 10a. I'm subtracting 10a. So wherever I put it, there's always going to be a negative in front of it. And the 9, the negative 9, same thing. It's subtracting 9 or negative 9, so it stays there. Now I can simplify this. So 14a minus 10a, well, that's 4a. That's 4a, I add the like terms. And then minus 9 plus 60, that's like saying 60 minus 9. Positive 60 minus 9, that's 51. Plus 51 equals a plus 72. There. Okay, and now we're done simplifying on each side, and now we have to add and subtract things on both sides. So remember that we want to have variables on one side and the numbers on the other side. So let's get rid of this this positive a here by subtracting a on this side. And I have to subtract a on this side, but I'm going to subtract it from the a term, so minus a. And remember, if there's no number next to the variable, it means there's 1. So this is going to be 4a minus 1a. I'm going to rewrite that. So it's going to be 4a minus a is 3a. 3a plus 51, I didn't touch that yet, equals 72. Equals 72. So we got rid of this. A minus a is 0. That's gone, and this becomes 3a. And now we're going to subtract 51 on both sides, because we have a positive 51, so I'm going to subtract 51 on this side. And I'm going to subtract 51 on this side. And then this will be 0. And then I'm left with 3a equals 72 minus 51, that's 21. Now we know the answer now. 3 times what is 21? 3 times what is 21? Well, we know it's 7, but we get it by dividing both sides by the number next to the 8. Divide both sides by, in this case, it's a 3. 3 divided by 3, that's 1a. So that's what we want. 1a, or just a, equals 7. And that's the answer. 7. Now how do we check if this is right? Well, we take the 7 and we put it back into the equation. We go all the way back to the original equation and we put it back in here and we see if it works. So let's see if that works. Okay, so I plugged 7 back into the original equation, and then we're going to see if the left-hand side equals the right-hand side. So on this side we have 7, so a plus 72, that's 7 plus 72, that's 79. So let's see if we get a 79 on this side too. So 14 times 7, that's 98. Minus 9. Minus 7 minus 6 is 1. So this is 10 times 1, that's 10. So we get 98 minus 9, that's 89, minus 10 equals 79. Yes, 79 equals 79. So we know our answer is right. 7 was our answer.